Hey there, digital explorers. Whether you are managing a blog, running an e-commerce store, or juggling multiple client websites, if you are in the WordPress world, you know the efficiency is very important. Today, we're going to deep dive into WPASE.com, a Swiss Army knife kind of a WordPress plugin that is on a mission to enhance various admin workflows and site aspects of your WordPress site. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's get into the nitty-gritty of what WASE has to offer. First of all, let's talk about what ASE is all about. In a nutshell, it is an WordPress utilities tool designed to streamline your workflow, enhance security, and give you a ton of control, all from one plugin in your WordPress uh, dashboard. Sound promising, right? But does it deliver? Is it good enough? We will get there. Hi, I'm Albert Tan from Download Silo, and I've been wrangling with WordPress sites for a while, maybe 10 years ago. So believe me, I've seen that all, from buckling nightmares to theme tangles. And today we're going to go into one tool, which I believe will make you very happy. Let's go into it. This is the WPASE.com website, where you can see that it's a very simple website where you actually go into the detail of what is actually admin and site enhancement or bracket ASE plugin. It claimed that it would be a modular and lightweight WordPress plugin to easily enhance various admin workflows and site aspect. And you can replace multiple plugins doing it and saving you a lot of time and effort along the way. So from the website, you can see that they have actually 10,000 sites that are using ASE now, 100,000 download, 120 over review, very positive review, 100 plus releases. And currently, they actually have 54 modules available for you to use. Here is actually the feature page of this WPASE, and it still showed 53 module, but actually it is actually for 54 modules, and 40 of the modules are actually free modules, and 8 of them is actually free module with some pro features, and only 6 pro modules means that you have to pay to use these 6 pro modules. Let's go into detail, a little bit detail on what actually are the modules all about. So we scroll down, you can see that there are many kind of modules, and it's divided into 8 main categories. That is content management, admin interface, login, logout, custom code, disable component, security, optimization, and utilities. And some of the pro features are actually paid features, I would say. And these are the pro feature that I'm going to talk about much later in our review. But we will go into the free module first. Then only we go into the pro modules. But first, we look at the pro modules. What are they? These are the first pro module called custom content types, which is classified under content management. And the second pro module is media categories. The third one is AVIF upload module. The fourth one is admin column managers. And the fifth one is code snippet manager. And of course, the last one will be the export and import ASE setting. So before that, let's go into the free module first. Over here, I actually put up a spreadsheet detailing all the module categories. Over here, there are 8 main categories, and they have actually 54 modules right here. And we color coded it to make sure that everybody understand which module depend on is belong to paid module, which belongs to free module, and which one is actually free module with pro features. Let's scroll down, and this is the summary. There are actually 54 modules altogether as of today, and module with available, which is actually available in ASE Pro, is actually 6. What are the 6? As I said earlier, is in red color, export and import ASE setting, code snippets manager, admin column manager, AVIF upload, media categories, as well as custom content type. These are the pro modules, so you have to pay to actually use this. And for the free module, we have actually 40 module altogether, which is and we have 8 modules actually with free module but with pro features. So total we have 48 free modules. What are they? They are here. You can see that whatever that is in blue color is actually free module with pro features, which means you can use it as a free without any paying anything, but they have some pro features incorporated inside. So let's go into one by one. What are the free module with pro features? The first one is content duplication. The second one is content order. The third one is a media replacement. Fourth one is cleanup admin bar. Fifth one is admin menu organizer. Sixth is change login URL. And the seventh is an email address or obfuscator. And the last one is image control, upload control. So with this, we actually make this ASE free modules, free plugin very attractive. And actually, I recommend everyone should get this. At least you have so many modules for you to choose to use it in your WordPress site. So as usual, Pro module is only available for people who pay. And some of the Pro modules are actually very useful, but I'm not going to talk now. I will go into detail much later after maybe at the end of our presentation. Over here, I have actually set up a site, to test this ASE basic. As you can see that, we have actually 8 categories of the content management. From here, content management up to utilities. And once you install it, you can actually access it through this menu here. You call it Enhancement. Or you can actually go into the plugin menu over here. You can actually say configure now, or actually go into the tools where you can actually see this enhancement. So both you will click this or this, you will go into the dashboard of this ASE. Let's do it now. Okay, we are in here again. The plugin is called Admin and Site Enhancement (ASE). So this is the free version. Free version, we have 48 modules altogether. So we'll go through one by one, but I don't think we can cover everything, but I try to do as much as we can. So the first one is content management. So content duplication is actually like you want to do a duplication of your post on maybe your page or maybe some custom posts. So this one normally a lot of times you need a dedicated plugin or maybe dedicated feature of certain plugin to do that. So here is actually very simple. Once you toggle it, activate it, you actually can see that there is a availability in your dashboard. Let's save it. When we toggle it, we go to the post or the page. Let's say go to the post. Okay, for example, here you can see that this word duplicate is here. So because we actually duplicate, we activated the duplication module. Everyone you can see that there's duplicate even in the page. Okay, the page is also the same. You have this duplicate. Let's go back to the dashboard where we have this ASE dashboard. So when we untoggle it, it means that no, we do not want this to be activated. Save the changes. Go back to the post. You won't see the duplicate function over here in the post or in the page. So this is how simple to use this module. Either you toggle it to the right hand side when you want to activate, or you untoggle it to the left hand side means you actually disable it. Let's go back to the ASE module dashboard. So this is the first content duplication. And content order. Content order means that you can enable your content into different order. For example, let me do it. Page, landing page. Let's save it. Let's expand it. So we actually toggle these pages, called pages, and also landing page. Let's move to the next module called media replacement. So when you toggle it, you actually will replace your any type of media with a new one while retaining the existing media ID, publish date, as well as file name, as well as what you call this media ID. So then your existing link will not be broken. So if you don't do this, normally when you try to replace a media in your post or whatever, you actually have to upload again, and your existing what I call media will be lost, and you have to change the name or change the publish date or file name, that kind of thing. So let's toggle it to media replacement here. Let's save changes. Let's go into this media library. Then you can see that there is a replace function. You can actually replace whatever uh, images that you have right now, without any difficulty. So for example, you want to replace the the photo, you can actually do that. So you can just select your new media file, drop and drop from here, or you can get it from your media library, whatever. So if you want to upload, you can do here as usual. You want to do a media library, also can. So this is a new function where the current file will be replaced with the uploaded or selected file retaining the current ID, publish date, file name, and there is no existing link will be broken. So this is actually very useful, so that you don't have to actually take a lot of time to actually replace your media. The next fantastic feature will be actually SVG upload. As you know that a lot of times the WordPress actually forbid anybody to actually upload an SVG file, because it is sometimes could be corrupted or maybe laden with this malware, and that's why this utility or maybe this what you call function or module actually allow you to upload this SVG very easily. So you can just click here to enable it. Let's say untoggle this media replacement. Then you can actually expand, allow who are the people can actually upload this SVG file. So you can actually allow administrator or maybe only the editor, or you even want to in your what they call a e-commerce site or maybe membership site, you want the subscriber to actually upload it, able to upload SVG file, you can actually toggle this. So of course, it will be wise to actually to trust people that you can trust to can actually upload this FVG file, or else sometimes it is what they call contaminated with this malware. So this is a safety feature for WordPress, but then you can actually use this module to actually upload this SVG file safely. So let's untoggle it. And for example, you can also do a lot of other things in this content management module. We call it external permalinks. Open all external link into new tab. Allow a custom navigation menu item to open to a new tab, and also to auto post whatever miss schedule in your post. So these are the features that you can actually use. So this is useful in the sense because sometimes, for example, this one, you do not want your customer to actually uh, what you call not to say get away from to the external site. You want them to be in the same browser, but then in a new tab. For example, you want to let them click external link, but then not in a new window, but actually in a new tab. So this is the way to do it. So let's go into the next category of this enhancement, or maybe you call it admin and site enhancement module, called admin interface. So this is interesting. There are many kind of utility that you can see from here. So first one is actually called cleanup admin bar. This is actually very useful. Let's try it now. Okay, you can actually remove a lot of things over here. For example, this is the admin bar of this WordPress site, for your site. For example, this is the admin logo, not admin logo, the WordPress logo and menu. You can actually remove it. You can actually remove whatever update counter or link, remove the customized menu, remove comment, remove any new content, remove howdy. This is howdy, remove help or tab or drawer. Let's tick everything and save changes. You can see that all those things are disappeared. Okay, you can see that all those things already disappeared. Howdy, WordPress menu and all these things. So you want to toggle it back, just toggle it back, save changes. You can see that all these things reappear, no? The WordPress menu, new command, counter, howdy, the kind of thing. So it's become very useful. And hide admin notices. This is quite straightforward. So if you sometimes there may be a lot of admin notices, from various plugin. So you can actually hide it in the dashboard, So just use this. So disable dashboard wizard. So let's see how you want to do it. You can actually disable a lot of things in the dashboard. For example, let's try some of the dashboard things that we can see. So let me go to the dashboard first. Let's go into the next step. Okay, so these are the things that inside the dashboard. For example, you want to get rid of some of these, like maybe elemental overview, events, or maybe recently edited, that kind of things. So go back to our plugin. This dashboard over ASE. So let's say we make them disappear. We can just click whatever you want to do. So this is something that we don't want. Maybe we just want the site health status. Let's save changes. Go to this here, then refresh this browser. So you only have left with this site health status. So the others, all these widget, we actually make them hide them, not to say make them disappear, hide them. So this is how we do this, uh, make this widget work better. Okay, let's move to the next one. Let's untoggle it, save it first. Okay, hide admin bar. So sometimes you want to hide your admin bar, especially for some users. For example, you want to, for maybe some author or maybe some subscriber, when they are in the membership site, you want them to don't have this, what they call this admin bar. So for example, let's say I just do it for demo purposes, because I'm the admin now, I want to hide the admin bar. So I just toggle it now. Okay, we want to hide this admin bar. Let's say we visit the site. So you don't see the admin bar now. The admin bar, so-called, is hidden. Okay, so let's move back to this one. Let's say we unhide it, no, untoggle it. Then we save changes. The admin bar is already untoggled. Let's go back to this website. We refresh it. The admin bar appear again. So this is how we hide the admin bar. Let's close it. Go back to our dashboard of this ASE, Admin and Site Enhancement. So wider admin menu, as you say, this is the admin menu. So now this is actually quite a narrow one. You want to make it wider, just do it now. For example, set the width into 200. Save changes. Yeah, you can see that this admin menu is become widened. Now this is 200 pixels. So this is for convenience of your eye, or maybe for you to look at some of the wordings. Okay, let me untoggle it. And admin menu organizer, this is something very nice, which actually I like it. You can customize the order of the admin menu over here. You want to change some of the ordering, or maybe you want to make some being hidden. Just do it now. Okay, you can drag and drop. For example, now the dashboard and Astra. So I want to hide it, hide the Astra. I can just do it now. I want to reorder the comment, some of the item. We also can hide it. So let's say you want to hide this WP form, or maybe you want to pull this setting to the top, maybe to the top further, to the highest, to the highest. Okay, let's save changes. So you can see that the setting is actually on the top now, and some of the menu actually I have hidden it. So it's up to you to how to want it to be done. So let me dismiss this notification from the ASE. So this is how we actually do all these things. So one of the other what you call enhance usage of this ASE is actually enhance the list table. So improve the usefulness of the listing table of various post type, inside this in their listing. So we are not going to do it because it will take a lot of time, when we start doing that. Let's remove this one, save changes, and next move to the third category of this login and lockout ASE features. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 category, 6 modules we call it, not the category. So changing login URL is actually quite how should I say? It's quite useful because sometimes the normal WordPress login menu is actually here. URL is actually end with wp-login.php. This is considered just a normal login PHP file URL, and a lot of people actually can use this to try to try to hack your site. But you can change it to a new URL. For example, you can put backend or maybe put any very funny kind of URL at the end. Once you do it, you can only log in using this URL. So it's more difficult for hacker or for people who try to fool around with your website, more difficult for them to hack your site. Then the second one will be site identity on the login page. This is quite easy to use. You can use a site icon or URL to replace the default WordPress logo. So sometimes you don't want this logo, you have the logo in your website. You can actually go to this customizer page to set it. So login, logout menu, and last login column. And the last two is actually called a redirect after login. And okay, this is something very useful. For example, you have a site that is actually a membership site. You want to redirect or what you call your customer or whoever subscriber to go into certain page. For example, any other page you are here, you can just put the page name over here, the URL. Click, let's say for example, the subscriber or maybe the contributor. Then they will, when they log in, they straight away will go into the desired place, not to the WordPress what they call backend. So this is very useful. And the last one is actually redirect after lockout. It's the same. You can actually do it for your customer, subscriber, or maybe some editor, or maybe contributor, or maybe you want to redirect them to another site or another page, maybe your a blog page, or maybe your news page or whatever. Just put it here. Okay. Next, we're going to go into the fourth category, is custom code. So custom code is actually a very useful kind of a module, and you can actually add different kind of CSS into the admin, also maybe in the front end. The third one will actually be very useful. You can actually replace some of the what they call plugin, where you can actually insert your tags, maybe on the body or maybe the head or maybe at the footer. So these are the places for you to insert all the script. Maybe some other software you have to put in the script over here, or maybe your pixel, or maybe your Essence code, or maybe your tag manager, Google Analytics. So this is very useful and can replace some of the plugin. And for people who actually use advertisement, you can actually edit this ad text and also ad text over here. Normally, I don't do advertisement on my site, so I don't really go into detail on that. And the last one is actually the robots text. Robot text is actually quite what you call useful in the sense that normally you have to use a FTP to actually edit the robot text, for the website crawler, for all the search engine crawler to actually direct them what to crawl and what not to crawl. So for here, it's actually very easy. You just toggle here and you can actually start editing here. But you must know what you do, or else your site will break. So this is a very one line kind of thing. Not to say one line, just a toggle. You can actually start editing it. Okay. In normal SEO plugin, you have this function. Most of the SEO plugin will have this. So this is make it very useful as a admin, especially to actually manage your website. The fifth component is actually called disable some of the component in the WordPress dashboard or in your the WordPress site. So some people, because Gutenberg is actually getting very popular and it's actually appearing in your WordPress backend. So if you do not want it, you can actually disable it, or the Gutenberg, or maybe by post type, or maybe by page, or maybe your templates. It's up to you. Okay, then disable the block-based widgets setting screen is the second one. And the third one is actually very good, disable comment, because this had to be done, for most of the site, if you do not want people to comment, where a lot of people will post a nasty comment or porn comment or whatever. So this is just one click, you can actually disable it. And this one, disable REST API is useful because this is where a lot of hackers actually do a lot of phishing over here. So you can actually do it now here. Disable this REST API access, for non authenticated users. So remove URL tracers from head and that kind of thing. So this is kind of a security kind of prevention where your site to be banned, to be hacked. So you can also disable your feeds. You can also do this called disable all the updates. This is especially very, very important because if you are actually doing some agency work, or maybe you set up site for your client, so you do not want your client to actually uh, auto update all the plugin, or maybe WordPress plugin, WordPress update automatically. So you have to disable it. So this is important because sometimes slight mistake will actually the update will actually break the site. So you will cry later. So for me, I will actually do that, for all my sites. And this is smaller component, for example, disable all the smaller component, which might not be useful for most of our people. And yeah, they have a lot of uh, places for you to disable smaller components. For example, you do not want a generator meta tag in your head, or the version number, and then RSD tag. So, and also other things, for example, disable the jQuery migrate. So this is some of the smaller, disable smaller component that you can actually use it. Okay, let's move to the next one is actually security and optimization and utilities. And let's look at the security modules. And I must actually say that, this is not going to replace your security plugin, but it's a starting point for you to actually, before maybe you decide to use any security plugin, or maybe you want to have a simple security uh, prevention, then you can actually start doing this. So first one is actually limit the login attempt. So this is good in the sense that everybody, a lot of scraper around, in the world, they will try to log into your account, get access to your account. You can set it, maybe 3 or maybe 10 or maybe 5. It's up to you. So this is where you actually can limit the login attempt. And the second one is auto slug. This is a very nice feature. You actually obfuscate your auto slug. That means you change the author name. For example, my author name is Albert, or Albert ASE Basics for here. Then people just try all kinds of username in the author slug. They can actually try to hack you. So if you use this module, you actually cloud it, or maybe you call it obfuscate it, so that it becomes something that is different. So and output this 404 errors to the original file. So this will actually prevent people from actually knowing the author names. Then the second last one is actually called email address obfuscator. And most of the time, I would say, a lot of WordPress site will have some email address for people to contact you. So there is no choice. You have to put up your email address, maybe your support, or maybe your hello or whatever. So in this case, this module will actually uh, make it prevent the spam bot or maybe some hackers, to harvesting them, but make it readable only when it's actually visible to the human visitors. So you can use a shortcode. where the shortcode will actually show that, you will actually obfuscate the actual name, and only then you can actually see them, in the front end. So this is a very useful feature. And the last one here, disable XML -RPC. That is very important because a lot of hackers actually trying to brute force DOS or DDoS attack you. So this is actually good, where you can disable the trackbacks and also pingbacks. So I believe these are very simple, what I call security features, and it will be good to actually start here. But you want to have more advanced security feature, you need a security plugin. So that's what I think. And the second last is actually called optimization uh, features. So image control, image upload control. Okay, these features actually will actually make your what it calls some of the website or what it calls some of the image that you're having maybe is more than 4,000 pixel or so. You want to limit it. Okay, limit it to whatever module, whatever pixel you want to have it, so that you actually don't load it. Sometimes you can't even upload it because it's too big, the file. The second one is the revision control. So if you doing a lot of a revision in your WordPress posts or maybe pages, it can be up to few hundred or maybe a lot of revision. But every revision is actually logged in the backend, and you actually become your file system become very big. So we try to limit it maybe to 10 or whatever, 3 or whatever you want to do it. And you can choose whatever post or maybe uh, template or whatever landing pages you want to limit the revision, or else your file system become very big. Okay. Then the last one is actually heartbeat control, where you actually don't overload your CPU when you're doing editing at the back end. So this is called a WordPress Heartbeat API. So we actually every 15 seconds you actually they ping it, and the CPU is working. So while you are actually uh, what I call working at the back end, you may want to what I call keep it as every 1 minute, or you want to disable it, or after modification post on the front end you want to set the interval to every 1 minute or maybe 10 minutes or what. So because the default one I think is actually 15 minutes 15 seconds in the backend. So this is a very good features, you can try it out. And the last one is actually called utilities. So in here, the utilities here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and email delivery. Email delivery means you can actually replace your external SMTP services. So within this ASE, so we are not going to set up here. You're going to take some time. So for example, some people use WP SMTP, the PP mail SMTP, or maybe phone SMTP. You can actually set it here if you want to. Then multiple user role for account creation. So this is useful. You can assign a different role for different account creation, additional role as well. Okay, view admin as a role. So you want to view the admin pages on the site login. You can actually do that if you want to do that. Then password protection. So this password protection is you want to what you call protect your site, using a password. You can do it here. So this is something that sometimes you actually want to stop people from the bots or maybe from the public eye on the content. You can actually do it here. Then maintenance modes. Maintenance modes is something that there are actually some plugin that can do that, but here is a very simple one. Choose your heading. Now we'll be back. This site is under maintenance or whatever. So let's try. How is it like? Save changes. Then the next one will be 404 redirect to your home page. So sometimes you have a lot of 404 messages where you get not found pages. So you don't want people to leave your website. Leave your website, you can actually redirect them to your home page. This is how to do it. And display a system summary. So this is as usual. You want to show it at a glance here in the dashboard here. Let's save changes. Okay, guys, that's all. This is a very quick walkthrough about this ASE plugin in the free version. Just now, I'm actually showing you this ASE plugin in the free version. So this is another test site that I've drawn up. It's actually using this pro version. So everything actually the same, except there will be additional kind of modules in the pro version. So let me tell you what they are. A custom content type here, AVIF upload. This is the one. Then let me check what are they. Media category. Okay, so media category. So this is the one, two, three. These are the pro version. So admin interface, like admin columns here. Then followed by admin column, followed by code snippet. Yeah, this is a new code snippet. So this is the new, what they call, not to say new, the pro feature we call code snippet. Then the last one is actually this export import setting. So we have 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3. Then over here, 1, 2, 3. So all of them, 6 of them. So these are the 6 pro modules. And basically, it's actually very simple. Let me go to one or two of them. So the first one is actually content, custom content type, where you have various kind of custom field that you can actually use it. For example, to, I would say, replace this ACF or MetaBox kind of a plugin. So this is something that is a bit complicated, for custom post type. So maybe we'll go through this in another live session, not here now. And we're going to talk about media category. So let's say we toggle media category, save changes. We go to the media library. Okay, you can see that our media library here, we can have this media category. So we can actually add the media category, the name or whatever. So there's no category now. Then we just, what you call, click and drag and drop to the category that we want. For example, you want to create a category, maybe you will say, okay, uh, photo, maybe personal, or maybe other names, whatever you want to name. Let's say, for example, personal. So you have this personal, then you can drag and drop over here. For example, basically, you want to drag and drop here, categorize it. For example, you want to take 2 of the photos into this personal category. We just click here, clicking here, then we just drag it here. Over here, let's say we want to drag and drop some of the media into certain category. So let's say we want to call it this category called special. Just create a category first. So the special category is here. So right now there is no what you call media. Let's go into this list it all the media. Okay, we want to put some of the media into this special category. We can just drag and drop here. So now the special category, we have 3 of these media. So this is how we do it. Here we are back to this ASE dashboard. So this is actually AVIF like media files. This is something new which I do not know. I've not been using it. So this is a very special media library, a media file. So you can actually upload it by clicking the link, the toggle here. So let's move to the next features. Here got 3 features. and admin interface, admin column. So this is to see what are the columns that you want to adjust the column inside this admin post or whatever you want. Let's go into save it, go to the post and manage the column. So right now the column, the active one is here. Let's say you want to discard this, you don't want the tag to appear, you don't want the ID to appear, you don't want the comment to appear, you don't want the category, so you only want this title, author, permalink, and also the date. Save changes. So let's go back to the post. So you only have title, author, permalink, and date. So make it to suit your own eyes, whatever you want to appear in this post column. Okay, so let's move to the next enhancement. So we can actually untoggle it and see what happened when we go back to the post. Over here, so you can see back, the tag, comment, the date. I think we disable this tag and also comment just now, so this will come back. Okay, this is how we actually do it. Okay, let's go back to this Pro version of the enhancement dashboard. Media admin column manager. So this is the one we go. So the last one is actually custom code. So this is the one that is a pro feature called code snippet manager. Let's go it. You can see that there are actually 4 features. It's actually you can add a CSS snippet, a JS snippet, or HTML snippet, also maybe PHP snippet. So this is the snippet manager that you can actually replace any kind of a code snippet manager in as a free or maybe paid code snippet manager, so you don't have to actually buy it separately. Let's go back to the enhancement, the dashboard, and of course the last one is this, the export and import features. So we have 6 features of the Pro, and export features, import features, code snippets, admin column managers, custom type, custom content type, media category, as well as AVIF. So these are the 6 Pro modules. Okay, guys, so I have actually gone through some of these modules in a little bit detail, and some of them I just briefly gone through. So we just a recap, we have about 54 modules, and free modules is actually 48 of them. So 8 modules is actually from Pro features, and total features available will be 54. So these are the features listing that I have actually done. So let's move to see actually who is behind this plugin. Okay, so the author of this plugin, the Wibowo, so this is his page, so he's actually from Indonesia, and he's a very experienced kind of a WordPress developer, and you can see that this is his website. Okay, simple website, a usual WordPress developer normally have very simple website. And I have here is actually his face here. So if you don't know him, this is the face. And he actually done quite a number of WordPress plugin, and this is the latest. We call it ASE. And this is his website, wpnewsport.com. Let's move to the pricing page, so the pricing page is actually here. You can have a look. Okay, lifetime and also annual. So annual, of course, is you have to pay yearly. So right now there is an offer, 15% discount using download silo code. And for solo plan, you have 3 site or 10 site. If you have a team plan, then you have a 25 site or 100 site. So agency plan is where you can actually put it into a client site. So you want 1,000 site is 249, unlimited site is 399. All these are before discount. So we have a 15% discount over here. So the code is actually download silo. So this discount code is only valid until 21st of November, or maybe up to 20 redemption only. That means after 20, if after the 21st person who buy, you cannot buy at this discount, unless a founder allowed to you to buy again. So this is the pricing page. And you have this FAQ, and the only problem sometimes people are talking about is this lifetime support. So but the founder actually chose to give you a 1 year support for this plugin. So any additional support after 1 year, you have to pay for it. But I believe that most of the thing you don't actually need any support at all, because it's very quite intuitive. So you have a 30 days refund policy, and you can actually put it in the client side. So you can upgrade and downgrade your higher tier, just to play the difference of the price of where you buy it. And this offer will actually end by 31st of December this year. But the offer of 15% will only valid after 21st of November. It will not be valid. Okay, so there is some public roadmap, but it's not publicly available. It's only available to the founder. So we don't call it public roadmap. It's a private roadmap. So there are a lot of these are the some of the thing that you're working on. For example, ACF compatibility with the account column manager, taxonomy term in terms of ACF. So there are many suggestions, you can actually suggest to them. Okay, guys, so this is what I have for today. So if you think this is something that you want to buy, you can actually go to our deal link page. Then hopefully that you found it useful. Okay, guys, that's all I have. And before we say goodbye, I would like to know your help to actually like our videos in the YouTube, subscribe it, and also ring the bell so that you won't miss any of our in-depth guides and also review. And I will see you in the next video review. Bye bye.